It's a taboo subject. It's difficult to talk about still. I want to encourage people to be able to talk about their mental health as easily as they would their physical health.
Well, I think I'm going to annoy everyone because I
Shake it up.
don't like any of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to eBay all three.
Yeah. If mental health is weather, bad moments of bad mental health is bad weather. Mental fitness is being prepared for that. So it's having an umbrella.
Yeah.
It's having a raincoat, knowing where your wellies are.
Yeah.
You know, you don't necessarily need to be carrying your umbrella and your raincoat and walking around in wellies, but you need to know where these things are.
Yes.
So you're prepared.
You've got an event, you're all like-minded people,
Yeah.
you like the same thing,
Mm.
and you are with your people.
You're with your tribe, aren't you?
You're saying about mental health, that's affecting mine.
Well, you said what Rally Point Day is about.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That, but 205 people's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to a very special episode of the Sprue Goons podcast with me, Dickie, Darren, and this week we are invading Simon's home to do a special live podcast
Live-ish.
to salute Simon of Rally Point Games.
Hi, everybody. Hi, chaps.
Simon?
Nice one. Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
On your way to Nottingham, aren't you?
we are.
On our way to Nottingham, yeah, we've been supplied with a bacon and egg sandwich.
So
We've done the controversy over, is it ketchup, HP or none?
yes.
Yep. So
You never did say, Simon. What was yours?
HP every time.
There we go. Right answer.
Same as you, Darren.
Yeah.
I'll go none though, but I'm not really a ketchup. Ketchup's wrong on a,
Yeah,
on a
ketchup,
bacon
yeah,
sandwich.
Yeah.
It's for kids, ketchup.
you heard it here first.
Yeah, there we go.
It's too sweet. It is too sweet though. That's why I say it's for kids. My girls love ketchup. Anyway, another exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys.
And before we get into it, we are sponsored by Orange Brushes, as you know, and so they produce Kalinsky Sable brushes at affordable prices. And if you use code Sprue Goons, you'll get 10% off your order.
There you go, like a pro. Check you out.
Let's get straight into it.
I've got my drink of orange,
Yeah.
sponsored by Orange Brushes.
Yeah, there we go. Orange, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This stuff doesn't happen by accident. Not just thrown together.
Oh, it well.
I didn't just think of that.
No,
It was prepped.
So a bit of hobby nonsense, and in true tradition, we'll go with Simon first. Guest honours.
Whoa. Right, so what have I been up to? Last time we spoke, which I think was about 3 weeks ago, I was talking about, am I going to buy a big Lego box or am I going to buy a big board game? And the Lego was going to be the big Death Star, the new Death Star.
Yeah.
But it is £1,000.
Is it? Is it £1,000?
Yeah, it's £1,000.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was like,
so what board game did you get?
Yeah. So yeah, I got Twilight Imperium, the board game.
Nice.
Yeah. Never played it before. It's been a Board Game Geek's #1 game for yonkadonks. And so in a couple of weeks, I've got 5 friends coming around, all of them rally pointers. So you know them. We're going to, this very table, it takes all day to play, which is perfect for me. I love an all day game.
Yeah.
You really get into it and like build your empire and build your strategies and build your plans, and then your mates just wreck your plans, you know. And when my wife plays a board game like that, she's all heads down, build the empire, you know, make the machine, make sure, and isn't paying any attention to the players because she's enjoying building the empire. And all of a sudden it's bang, 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 and someone at your borders spoiling all your plans, and she doesn't enjoy it then.
When she starts losing.
Rage quit. No, she didn't know.
Lose interest, yeah.
So yeah. How about you guys? What have you been up to?
Wow. We
this sounds good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nothing.
Absolutely sod all. Yeah.
Well, we went to obviously Rally Point, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
That is the subject of today.
This is Rally Point 1 month on, isn't it? Debrief.
Yeah.
Rally Point 2.0.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went. So we sort of talk about our trip, our Nottingham.
Yep.
Well, the last Nottingham trip.
Same.
We got another one. On the way to another one.
Second home up here, I think.
Yeah, you know. tempting. We talked about it.
Yeah.
But so we went to Nottingham. We came up the day before Rally Point, and we went to Warlord Games.
We did.
Smashing place.
Got invited to join Ollie from Blackheart Minis and Norse Paints and Wigwar Paints.
Yep.
Kind of Dante Paints. Hung out with all those guys.
That's a nice bunch of people you've just rolled off there.
Yeah.
Because so Norsey, Kenneth Norsey, I call him Norsey because most people know him as Norsey, don't they? Norsey was obviously coming over for Rally Point, and I'm fortunate enough to have John Stallard, who's the big boss at Warlord Games, as a friend. Known him 35 plus years, maybe, and so I said, John, this chap called Kenneth coming over, smashing guys, coming over for Rally Point. John always pops in and says hello at Rally Point as well, which is always really nice. But and John was like, well, we'll get him a welcome committee then. You know, that's my John Stallard.
That's a very good impression.
That was it.
That was good. Give a bloody good, very good reception. You know, and sorry, John, if you're listening to this. But that is how John talks, though, isn't it? Yeah, he's proper, like British Army captain kind of thing. And and apparently it all went really well. So what happened at Warlord? They rolled the red carpet out for we showed you around, didn't they, and gave you a bit of a tour?
Yeah, so we had a tour, saw sort of how the sausage is made, so to speak, and really interesting. All their metal casting, and we got probably 20 minutes with John, asking him questions and everything about our action. Nice. So that's kind of their
what's coming up. Like, no secrets. I'll tell you anything you want to know. So get your brains picked a bit.
And he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny.
And then
it's proper good, Johnny's. We are it's not 100%, but it's in the high 90% that Rally Point will be doing a Rally Point Warlord bolt action in about spring of next year. Oh, cool. So there you go. Bit of secret news.
Yeah.
Exclusively for you guys. Yeah.
So we got kindly gifted the Conflict 47 starter set.
Yep.
So which was released probably about 5 weeks ago now. 5-6 weeks
just before we went, wasn't it?
Just before we went. So we are very excited to get cracking.
Well, I've built mine. I've built all my side. The Germans, they're all built. So they're sitting on the paint table.
There is some cracking miniatures in that range.
Yeah.
You can see where they've taken the experimental German super weapon machines and really then Z shifted it into what could have happened in a parallel universe. And it's a great system, Conflict 47. It really interests me, actually.
Yeah, we were reading the lore on the way up.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah,
sounds absolutely.
Would you like a set? Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'll get a trolley.
Yeah.
We'll be working on some content for that soon. Maybe some contrast corner, some decent other shots as well.
Definitely.
Once we get cracking on.
You mentioned we're in danger here of hobby nonsense being the whole thing. But you mentioned you were playing Star Wars Legion or going to or wanted to as well.
So we used to play it a lot, and we've all got armies for it. But they've re-released the starter sets for each faction with the new models and that. So I've got the Empire, you've got the Rebels. Again, I've got the Empire again. So I've built the Darth Vader. He's sitting on the hobby table, waiting to be painted, but he hasn't been painted yet. So that's definitely.
I think the Rebels are cooler. I play the Rebels in Star Wars Legion. They're cooler.
Right, let's cut it there. That's it.
I mentioned Lego. Didn't I?
Yes.
I touched on this last time we bumped into each other as well, where my friend Tom and I, we played Star Wars Legion using Star Wars Lego.
Yeah, such a good idea.
It's at first you might go, I can understand someone going, no, it's babyish, not for me. I'm going to play Lego. I'm going to play proper toy soldiers. But the cost is about the same.
Yeah.
Their Lego only goes up in value. Whereas sometimes if you paint a model, you can devalue it, you know. The scale is about the same.
Not far off, is it?
You wouldn't want to do competitions using the scale. It's not tournament,
No.
you know, but two mates, you know, and we made all the terrain out of Lego, and Imperial versus Rebels Lego, great fun. Try it if you ever get bored of painting.
How many stormtroopers must you need though? 'Cause you need like 11 in a unit, and if you've got a couple of units of stormtrooper, or did you scale it down to?
No, eBay is your friend.
Yeah.
Or you just empower yourself. That's why I'm buying this Imperial transporter.
For £1,000.
That's why I buy the Death Star.
Yeah.
I need 10 stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Now eBay's your friend for stormtroopers there, a couple of quid each.
Oh really?
Yeah, stormtroopers.
Doesn't work out
Cheap
not
as
that much.
chips.
Yeah.
Cheap as chips they are.
Probably works out cheaper than a box from AMG. About £35 for a box.
It's about comparable.
No. Yeah. So do you have them on little bases, like the little Lego
No, because the terrain is Lego.
Oh,
so you have a Lego base
on.
plate, the flat Lego base plate, and you're sticking your terrain to that. So everything's covered in Lego pips. So when you move your miniatures, you just like unclipping, clip down.
We've been doing this all wrong.
Sounds good.
That sounds. We should genuinely do that.
Something like a hoth.
Oh my god, we should do that. Let's do that.
Do it.
Bin off the Legion, so I don't need one less thing to paint. Send that. Get rid of that. Go on eBay, buy 30 Stormtroopers and Darth Vader. Done.
Yeah, if you want to stick to Stormtroopers and Vader, cheap as chips, you start getting some of your Rebel heroes, some of your more nuanced heroes. We can get. It's like our hobby, no matter what it is, wargaming, Lego, whatever it is. It's always you're always reaching for your wallet, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that idea. That's.
You'll get stumped when you.
I'll send you some photos of it all.
Yeah.
And then for the people watching it, not listening,
we can put them up.
You can put them up.
Yeah, we can put them up. Yeah,
that's a great idea. I love that idea.
Yeah, you'll get stumped when you have an idea. Like I'll be like, I'm going to do that build with like Sabine Wren. Then you go on eBay and find out that she's sort of 260.
Yeah.
You could make a Sabine Wren.
She's expensive, but yeah.
Could you not just make one? Like get the parts.
That's what you do.
Get a Dewback Rider, Lego Dewback Rider.
You've got two routes, haven't you? You can buy the Sabine Wren figure, which will be a couple of £100, believe it or not. Oh no, it used to be. She's been on the front of not that I'm a nerd or anything, but she's been on the front of Star Wars Lego comic now. So there's she
that drops the price, does it?
Yeah, by loads. Yeah.
So this is a Lego podcast now.
It is now.
Please follow for all your Lego insights.
I really want to do that.
If you go to Valley Point on Instagram and go down our grid, you'll see all the pictures there. Yeah, great. Honestly, great fun.
Check it out, guys.
Now I'm going to be in between. I'm going to be
making Lego terrain.
Darth Vader is for Lego eBay.
And Lego's calming. We talk about painting figures is calming and puts you in the now, and the world seems to go into slow motion. I find building Lego, especially when you're building terrain, you're not done to an instruction. You just collected all your brown bits, your green bits together, and you're trying to build a forest scene.
I suppose as well, if you wanted to, from the painter's perspective, if you wanted to do a Lego Star Wars army, a small Lego Star, you could, like you said, you could paint parts, you could do battle damage, effects on them. That
would be cool. You've hit something on there, Dickie, that if there's some super painters out there, if they got like a Lego land speeder, but then dusted it, did Tatooine dust and did the battle damage, see the two worlds overlap. That'd be good to see, wouldn't it? Somebody out there's got to have the talent, the time, the money, and the ability to do that, and the motivation to do that. That'd be good to see. I'd like to see that.
I reckon you could put them on a 28mm base.
Yeah, you could base them, buy some bases. We've generally come completely off topic now. We're sitting here talking about Lego.
This is what it's all about, though, isn't
Hobby nonsense.
This is nonsense.
It's supposed to be the nonsense. Yeah, this is the nonsense section. So yeah, but you don't have to base them because if you make your terrain out of Lego, they honestly they just clip off, clip on, and upgrades. Whereas people are going, magnets. No, it's Lego, mate. It's Lego. If you
hang on,
the minigun,
the
minigun or rocket launcher clips in and off the figure, or clips on or off the hull of the snow speeder or land speeder or whatever it is.
We've got all the command cards. Play the game.
guys,
You've got the
I
dice,
could
you've
see
got
your
the
cogs
movement.
turning.
Oh, they are.
Oh, this is like
yeah, that is genuinely.
a steam engine.
Yeah, in between takes, I'm going to be Googling eBay Darth Vader, put that in the watch list, Stormtroopers.
Vader will be a £5. Stormtroopers, £3 each, I bet you.
Yeah, so a unit of 10
Hang on,
Stormtroopers.
they've gone up a pound.
Yeah,
I'm getting worried
No,
now.
I don't want to know.
I'll buy them for you.
Yeah.
They're £3
We'll
each.
go
I'll
on
get
there
them for
then,
you,
yeah.
Dickie, don't worry.
Hang on, they're
No,
only
no,
50p.
don't look at eBay.
Yeah.
Put your phone down.
They're only 50p when I look. Why are they £3? Hang on, that's a great idea.
There you go.
Yeah,
Give it a go. Give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the only other thing we've been up to is we've been painting some gremlins for
The Ark World.
the
weekend.
Ark World Kickstarter, Gremlin Kickstarter, which has been really fun. And I've
I finished mine.
I
You know,
finished
I-
mine. Well, I haven't, not all of them.
You've
but
done
I
the main
finished the main
Warband.
yeah.
I've got 2 more to do. But...
nine models.
Is it don't
so-
don't get them wet.
That's the one.
Don't
Yeah,
don't
not-
feed them after
yeah,
midnight.
yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be in trouble.
Yeah. Great little. They're basically Ark World's goblins,
Yeah.
essentially, but they're
Yeah.
they're cool. They wear masks. Think
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot mask.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they wear those kind of things. They're really cool.
Yeah.
So
I like. I guess miniature designers and sculptors have to do it, but when they to differentiate. But when somebody comes up with a different aesthetic, it's really nice, isn't it?
yes,
So much has been done before, and
Yeah.
you can put that into the classic circle, a classic goblin, a classic orc. That's great. But if when someone goes, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to tweak this and tweak that, and still from World War One there, and
yeah, definitely.
yeah, it really works, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
And he's
It
very
stands out.
Alex from Warp. He's very good at that. I think
Yeah.
taking the kind of what you would consider the normal and then twisting it slightly to fit his style.
And
Real.
being a bit whimsical.
Yeah, it's really cool. I
Yeah.
love Ark World's model range. Paint them all day. And I get my Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
That's the 2 systems we're going to be doing.
Lego Legion. Lego Legion.
Yeah, Legion. We
There you
called it Legion, but the L, the E, the G, and the O, we did capitals. Legion,
Right.
because Lego's hiding in the word Legion.
Yeah.
That's
It's
it was
just
there
meant-
all along.
Just meant to be, wasn't it? It's the clue.
Definitely looking into that. That's such a great idea.
Right. So, on to the next section, which is where we get to know a bit more about the guy behind Rally Point Games and Minds, Simon. Meeting Simon. You know, what's kind of, we want to just let our listeners just know a bit more about you and kind of how you got into the hobby. So,
The classic, the
to
classic
start, we'll go
classic.
with the classic question, which
How
is
did you get into the hobby? That old one.
one.
That's the one.
Don't even need to ask it. So you know.
Yeah, that's a good question to ask, isn't it? Because everyone's got a different story. So, time travel.
Let's put some effect on there. Dan.
Yeah. Gosh, I was about 10 years old, so that's 46 years ago. I can't do the maths.
no way.
Of what? Yeah, I'm 56. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Like a day over 58.
Yeah.
I know I'm pretty good. It's all the preservatives I eat. So it's about 46 years ago. What was that? What's 2025 take away 46? I don't know.
Oh,
But
yeah, no.
19
Cut that bit.
1981. I'm going to say 1979, 1980, 1981, somewhere like that. Anyway, my mum, bless her, I was being dragged around some really boring, dusty craft shop. That was craft shop, craft shop. The kind of place where they sell scented candles and silk scarves and knitting patterns.
Yeah.
And I'm a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm a 10-year-old lad, and I'm like, this is well boring. And I go off sulking on my own, and there's this little rack on the floor of what I now know to be considered on miniatures. Just a little rack on the floor in the corner. It's like, what's this? And of course, I've read The Hobbit, I've read Lord of the Rings. I'm preloaded for orcs and wizardry and stuff. Dungeons and Dragons is, version 1 is still very just a new game, but it's back in the day. And I sat down and I flicked through these 45p each, very dark, because there's a lot. I think there was lead in them then, just like I remember thinking, yes, whatever this is, I'm interested, you know. And yeah, I mean, 45p each. Those were the days. A little bit of sponge on the back of a blister pack, single figure. All the classic clerics, orcs, and stuff. Very Dungeons and Dragons-y. But yeah, that was that. That's how I got into the hobby, because there's the address on the back. Now, I'm going to make myself sound old here. Well, you got to remember, this is before the internet. There's no internet. So you're like, well, when you want to know more, I remember asking at the till. I think I was holding like 2 handfuls of these, £5 worth, all my birthday money, pocket money, all pouring. Can I have these for Christmas as well, Mum? That kind of thing. All the tricks kids play. I remember asking the lady at the this craft centre, about them. She didn't know anything about them. So I wrote to Citadel Miniatures in their Newark address in Nottingham, and you get back a handwritten letter from a chap called Tim Wilson. I know, he was. Remember, they still talk about mail order trolls.
Yeah, I remember that.
Way back then, he was a mail order troll. And they'd send you sheets of miniatures, no photographs. It was pencil drawing photocopied on pink, blue, yellow piece of paper, all drawn by Tony Ackland. I don't know if you know Tony Ackland, but great artist. And then that's it. You're hooked, aren't you? So 10-year-old little lad was like looking at all these pictures of orcs, and then writing off his order. You have to write the code of the figures really neatly in biro. There's no email or anything like that. No, you just write them down, send you a check off from your mum's bank account. Because and eventually this box would come, and it'd all sponge, and your figures would be there, and more sheets of more miniatures you could order. And you could, in that day, you could phone up Games Workshop, just get straight through to either Tim Wilson, who was head of mail order, or one of the people that worked there, and you'd just have a chat. What colour do I paint my Balrog? My mate thinks methane blue, Bunsen burner blue, but I'm like, nah, it's got to be red. It's got to be red orange now. And he'd get off the phone, lads, there's a kid here who wants to know what colour to paint a Balrog. Who thinks blue? And you'd hear in the background, no. It's brilliant, so personable.
Yeah.
Gone are the days.
Yeah. Scale means they can't take every 10-year-old lad's or 10-year-old girl's phone call anymore. It's a shame, but they'd be overrun, wouldn't they? So yeah, and that's it. The rest is history.
There we are.
Yeah, there we are. Yeah, and here we are. Far more miniatures that I care to mention.
Yeah.
46 years later.
Down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, absolutely down the rabbit hole, and still there. Yeah.
So are you? Would you say you're a painter or a player or somewhere in between, or neither?
Well, I'll be honest. I love painting. I love playing, but I haven't done either for it must be 8 months now. The time is a 4-letter word sometimes, isn't it? It's our most precious resource. Once you've spent it, you can't get a refund on it. You can't recycle it. Once you've spent it, it's gone. Time and energy have to come, and opportunity, and someone else's diary has to all sync up. I'm sure I'm not the only one that finds it really actually very difficult to get a game in. Which I know we're going to talk about Rally Point, which is why focused events like that can really help.
Yeah.
Because you're disciplined then. You've got it in the diary. You prep for it. You paint your figures.
There for it.
Yeah. You've said to your buddy, should we go to that? Yeah, right. Well, there's a commitment there now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been months. I moved house in the middle of organising Rally Point by accident. I wouldn't ever recommend organising a 200+ person event and moving house in the middle of doing that. Moving house destroys your time. But to be honest, organising Rally Point events has become my way of channeling the hobby. So that's where I'll put my energy and concentration on it. What I am really looking forward to doing is painting some German bolt action up for Warlords bolt action. And again, one of my friends is painting some American troops up, so we're gonna have a bit of a Normandy thing going on.
Cool.
And I'm really looking forward to that. But that will probably be in the new year, so it'll be a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love painting. I love playing. Trying to actually
do it.
Grasp the opportunity. Really difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't you beat yourself up if it's been 8 months since you had a game. You're not alone.
No.
I think everyone wants to gain more than they get the opportunity.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's a bit of a luxury. Like we are quite lucky. We normally get at least once a week to do something.
Oh, that's loads. That's great. You're killing it.
Yeah, but it hasn't been recently. We've been a bit busy ourselves.
Yeah, I think it's just cascaded. It's been for various reasons why we've it's been a while. But yeah, usually, if not every week, every 2 weeks.
Yeah, every 2 weeks. Like you said, for most people, that's like they're lucky if they get one a month. Yeah. We get like hopefully between 2 to 4 nights to do something a month. So we're quite lucky. But
one a month was my last year's pattern. One hobby a day a month, either playing or painting. And there'd be some people out there going, 1 day a month painting.
It's better than nothing.
Awful.
Though. Yeah.
Yeah, but you've got to respect your partner.
Yeah.
You know, and if they want 1 day a month, that's 2 days a month. And again, I know there'll be people thinking, what, 1 day a month doing what you want? Well, it doesn't sound fun, but it's kids, it's job,
real life.
It's real life. Real life just gets in the way and puts roadblocks in.
Yeah.
So, slightly deep moment, you have got to enjoy real life.
Yeah.
Because that is the majority of what we're doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're not enjoying real life, bigger problems
in
hobby. You've got to enjoy real life because that's, hobby is the punctuation of rather than the majority of our time, or should be, I think.
Yeah.
It's all about balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. So
neither at the moment.
So if you had time, maybe you'd be lucky to do either.
Time, both.
Yeah.
But in reality,
neither.
None of the above.
Yeah. I think I might know the answer to this one, but are you a sci-fi or a fantasy guy?
Yeah, you've rumbled me on the sci-fi. They're two tricky things to choose between, actually, because they are very different, aren't they? But if you wanted me to pick one, definitely sci-fi. I like the darkness of 40k, and I like the range of 40k. And I remember that 10-year-old lad. It must have been sort of 4 or 5 years later, the 15-year-old version of me, when the first Rogue Trader rules came out and the first Plastic Space Marines came out. There was some metal Space Marines, a couple of years that preceded that. But I remember being really wowed by that, and ever since it's been sci-fi and the Star Wars, and Star Trek, So yeah, not just 40k sci-fi, but
just
sci-fi in general. I find better genre. How about you guys? I don't know. How about you, sci-fi or fantasy? You lot?
I think we tend to.
I'm fantasy.
Go to fantasy,
but Star Wars Legion Lego.
Coming to a hobby desk near you,
yeah. So that's, but no, generally it would be fantasy for me. I kind of grew up playing in Warhammer, fantasy, old world.
Yeah,
so
that's
for
where
me,
I started,
Dark Elf,
mate.
High Elf, and I've always loved.
And a bit like you were saying, when you were a 10-year-old boy, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings,
oh
Dungeons and Dragons.
Absolutely.
I think that's where we always root back to.
But I can appreciate
that's where my roots started for sure.
40k lore, and that is great. And again, I love Star Wars, but in general for me it's fantasy.
And I guess there's a third category for me, which is historical, which that is a real the World War II bolt action gaming really appeals, which is neither fantasy.
Exactly. Yeah.
I nearly invented a new word there. Fantasy
and
fantasy and fi-fi.
Wow, fi-fi.
Fi-fi sounds ace. So, so yeah, neither fantasy or sci-fi. Yeah, I said it. I really, how you see black and white photographs of like now Normandy now, Normandy Street in in World War II. I love that, and I love that that in your bolt action game, people might initially go, "There's no heroes though. There's no Rogel Dawn or Horus the War Master or whatever." Actually, there are heroes. There's Paddy Mayne, David Sterling, who created the SAS in Africa. There's Rommel. There's and the locations and the heroes are real. The locations are real, and I love that. You could, if you wanted to, go to that battlefield.
Yeah.
You can't do that with your fantasy and sci-fi.
Yeah.
That's really appealing to me.
Yeah, we definitely touching on bolt action, Conflict 47. We're starting to, aren't we, to dip our toes in. We're quite interested. We're building a board. We've been doing it for months, but we have got a board that we're building for bolt action, doing some like farmyards and like in the
river going through the middle.
Can I recommend? And I am not sponsored. I don't want to be sponsored by anybody.
Other brands are available.
Myco Art Studios do some fantastic MDF. Push out of the frame, PVA glue together Normandy buildings. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Because for me, the battlefield for Normandy World War II had to really be different. It couldn't be a Warhammer fantasy. It couldn't. Certainly couldn't. You don't want to use your 40k scenery for that. It wouldn't work. Myco Art Studios. Check them out. Brilliant terrain. Little French cafes and farms and everything. Oh, amazing!
You love all that as well. You see all
that.
Building the scene.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, wargaming, it's an experience. It's a little bubble where in your imagination's animated all the little miniatures, whatever game you're playing, and it's like a 3D movie you're watching. I don't do competitive gaming at all.
No,
it's not my bag.
No,
I like a story.
Yeah,
I like being outnumbered.
Yeah.
I like it's how many turns you last rather than how many kills you make, sort of thing. I like a narrative, and I like cup of tea, and slice of apple pie, and some beers with a buddy playing toy soldiers all day. That's how I play toy soldiers.
Well, that's what you remember. We've said so many times. You'd never remember the competitive game where you wipe the army out in 2 turns. You remember the game where that lone character got blown to bits because he decided to jump over the hedge and run at the army. Like with our game Varkworld recently. My lord was out in the field and you gunlined him, blew him to bits in one round, and we remember that because it was funny, not because.
And we played a game of Kings of War 10 years ago.
Oh god, yeah.
And
I had, Dickie knows what's coming in.
What did I have? Like a priest, leech priest, or something.
Tomb Kings play their version.
Tomb Kings, and. Yeah, I did like a poison breath or something, and Dickie's whole unit, and he was like, "Oh, that's fine. Like unless I roll a double one, I'm fine. Double one.
Yeah, kill my whole unit. That's what you remember though. Things like that you remember, not the competitive game. I think. But.
So, have you got any other hobbies?
Have I got any other hobbies? Have I?
Bear in mind, you haven't got time to do this one.
Yeah. Have I got any other hobbies? I think I could be really incorrect in my kind of like translation of it, but I kind of put the hobby as almost everything. So it doesn't count, does it? Board games, that's still the hobby.
I don't know. I suppose
speaking to board games,
hobby adjacent.
Yeah, I would say it's like a branch of the hobby. So board games, and that's probably about it, really. If I'm honest, board games, Xbox games. Just finished. Got the last achievement on Space Marine 2. Nice.
That's a great game, and that's a great game. And I do like getting those achievements. It's something to aim at, isn't it?
Yeah, you're a bit like that with your Assassin's Creed.
Platinum.
Completionist, are you? Yeah, I'm saying here. Absolutely. Getting the last one was getting 5 kills in multiplayer without being killed. Right. That's quite a tall order. Because my friends and I did the campaign, which was great, which meant we were 8 weeks late into player versus player online. So the learning curve was, welcome newbies. So we were like, we're going to have to learn the hard way here, aren't we? Getting beaten. A bit of Xbox, lots of board games, and then the hobby, which is, you name it. If it's got a miniature of some sort,
you are right though.
I'm up for it.
Say the hobby, that is.
Yeah, I suppose running and organising rally points a hobby in itself as well.
It is genuinely becoming what I do, how I channel my hobby, and how I enjoy my hobby. It might sound altruistic, but I generally do get that kind of sense of hobby from doing that.
Yeah, there you go. Brilliant.
Well, I think that leads us on quite nicely to talk about our main topic, which is sort of Warhammer and mental health. And what better way to start it by asking, what is Rally Point?
What is Rally Point? So, Rally Point is a number of things. It is an Instagram account, which is Rally Point Games and Minds, and it's also a place where people can ask questions and hear answers about mental health and mental fitness. It's a taboo subject. It's difficult to talk about still. It's not for everybody, but some people do still find that it's difficult to talk about their mental health. I want to encourage people to be able to talk about their mental health as easily as they would their physical health. Rally Point is a space I created initially just for that. That was the whole idea, just for that. Let's talk about mental health as easily as physical health. So if you'd hurt your back or your knees were injured, you'd say, my knees aren't probably as good as yours. I won't be able to carry as much as you, but I'll do my best.
Yeah.
And you'd go, yeah, that's fine. How do you hurt your knee? Oh, at the gym and I don't know, 5-a-side football or whatever it was. And you just go, yeah, okay, your knee, and you can't carry it, no problem, buddy. But if it's harder for someone to say, you know what, I am feeling really anxious right now. I'm feeling really panicky. I do suffer from anxiety. I'm probably not going to be able to concentrate on this project as much as you right now. And that wouldn't go down as easily. People wouldn't understand it. Or you say, or you're at work and you say, oh, I as you can see, I have really hurt my arm. I'm in a sling. I'm not going to be able to type, but I'm here. I work about half as speed as I used to. Until I'm ready. I'm here though. I'm here. But if it's invisible, if it's last night I had panic attack after panic attack, and my OCD is really playing up. I didn't get much sleep. I'm really finding it difficult to focus. I'm here. I'll do my best, but I probably won't be as quick or as efficient as I normally am.
Yeah,
that's a difficult conversation to have, and you're lucky if you be in a place of work that would go, okay,
that's fine.
Don't worry.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll work around you today.
Yeah.
Anything I can do to help? Thanks for letting me know though, because I wouldn't know otherwise. You're lucky if you're in a place like that. So that was where it came from, and then that grew to just understanding, because I found that lots of people were asking questions. I'm trying to remember now where it all started. I think it was around OCD where somebody made a misconception that OCD was wanting your cards all in a nice stack, and your tokens all in a row, and misquoting on purpose here. Somebody might go, "Well, that's a bit OCD, isn't it?"
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's just me, or you, or the person being neat.
In particular.
Yeah.
Neat.
That is not what obsessive compulsive disorder is. What it is intrusive thoughts about certain events in life. An OCD is different from one person to the next. But it's not just wanting things neat, or it can be really debilitating. It can really destroy someone's life. OCD. Same misconceptions about ADHD. Some people go, "Oh, that's the cool one." You go, No, that can be exhausting as well.
Yeah.
You know, that can be quite an intense, overwhelming processing that's going on. You know, it's not that you can hyper focus and do something great, although sometimes that is what it is. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
So there's all these questions that people were either misconceiving what certain neurodivergence was all about, or wanting to know, kind of a mixture of both. So again, that grew into using Rally Point wanted to use the gaming hobby environment to make the conversation easier. So going back to talking about mental health as easy as physical health, going and touching back on people's misconceptions and wanting to know, we could use gaming things like your counters in a row and and whatever. We could use the hobby as a backdrop to make all the conversations easier and just to illustrate them, and that seems to really work. Time means that I don't do enough of that as much as I would really like to.
Yeah,
I'd love to be, and I aim to be doing more. Also, that leads us on to the Rally Point events. This is kind of a mental fitness rather than a mental health frequency. I'll just explain to the people listening and watching the difference between my definition, anyway, between mental fitness and mental health. I think mental health, most people understand. We've got words like depression, anxiety, etc. And people kind of, as I said, they may misconceive or want to know more, but at least they kind of get it. There's a diagnosis, there's a tag, it has a name, it has a I can look it up, I can Google it, I can read about it. That's mental health. And mental health applies to neurotypical and neurodivergent people. It's how healthy your mind is. Mental fitness is kind of, I would describe it as if mental health is weather, bad weather. If bad moments of bad mental health is bad weather, mental fitness is being prepared for that. So it's having an umbrella.
Yeah.
It's having a raincoat, knowing where your wellies are.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to be carrying your umbrella and your raincoat and walking around in wellies, but you need to know where these things are.
Yes.
So you're prepared.
You need to know that when it's about to rain, you need your umbrella.
Yeah. And sometimes rain catches you out. Mental health can catch you out. Sometimes you might look at the sky and go, I'm not going out without a brolly. And mental health can be like that. You can wake up in the morning and you're feeling, it's going to be one of those days today. I'll bring my brolly. So mental fitness is the stuff you do that's let's start with the classic stuff. It's that being mindful. It's counting your blessings. It's having relaxation techniques. It's having a hobby that you know will distract you and carry you through until tomorrow. Sometimes, sadly, getting through till tomorrow is all we need. So it could be, right, I know what works now, because your mental fitness, you try different things. Yeah. And I know what works for now. I know what clothing I need for this weather. Yeah. Kind of thing. And so, the Rally Point days, I think, fit into the mental fitness. The reason why is because it's always good if somebody has something to look forward to in the calendar. That can make a big difference. You're going to see some friends that you met or made last year at that date. You kind of know you're going to have a good day, especially if you've been to one before. You know the vibe. You know it's going to be friendly. And the Rally Point day is preceded by fundraising. So the Rally Point day itself, there's no fundraising. It's not a fundraising event. It's almost what it is, literally the day before Rally Point day. The fundraising stops. Yeah. and we just have a bunch of lovely people that meet up in the purple polo shirts, and they get together and they just vibe off each other and have a good time. It's the Rally Point days are kind of what people quite rightly focus on because it's the front and center loud thing. And yeah, you've been to one yourself, so you know how it rolls.
Yeah, it was great.
It was good.
Yeah, our first one. So
really I mean, do a fast forward for the listener viewer. Do a fast forward all the way through. You know, like on Netflix, you're on 10 times forward. What would be the little screens that flash up for you guys? Where would it start, middle, and end? Your experience at Rally Point. What would be the pictures and words that come to mind?
I think for us, and as part of, you know, as content creators and as part of the community, you know, as a, like you said, really, an event where I suppose it's a bit like an exhibition in the same way. You've got an event, you're all like-minded people, you like the same thing, and you are with your people.
You with your tribe, aren't you?
Exactly. Yeah. So I think, and we didn't, we kind of didn't pigeonhole ourselves this year.
No,
as
this
in,
year
you know, we're going to paint, we're going to game, we kind of went as
a
sort
supporter.
Of, it's a bit of a, you know, a floater. So, but I think we kind of enjoyed that because you can kind of catch
it in.
I think that's honestly, that's a lovely way to enjoy a Rally Point day because you can do the day at your own pace.
Exactly, yeah.
Navigate your own course.
Yeah.
You've got everything that Warhammer World has to offer, but you're also there as part of Rally Point, and you're bumping into other content creators that you might not have met. And
exactly.
That was a great part of it, meeting up with everyone.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's kind of met loads of people that we've kind of either not seen before or seen at expos, or you know, it's just another touch point in the calendar because there aren't actually many in the back 6 months of the year. So it's actually almost it's a bit of a landmark, especially 200.
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
You know, that's a lot of creators in
205 people there. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's doubled every year, Rally Point. So it can't possibly, can it?
Famous last words.
Can't possibly double again.
I don't know.
410 people next year.
400. Yeah, that would be a lot.
So you're after that, I'm worried.
Yeah, as I say, Warhammer World start might get worried, I think.
Okay, on that note, Warhammer World Games Workshop are brilliant hosts. They are very patient. They're hobbyists too. And if someone was cynical listening or watching, they'd be like, well, yeah, of course they're going to want an event. But actually, no, Warhammer World would run on October the 4th, 2025, Saturday, as normal if we weren't there.
Yeah.
And it would be full. You know, so no, they don't have to. It's very good of them to host the day. And, you know, I am very, very, very grateful for the people who the 3 tiers of management who I was talking to, with Warhammer World staff, event organising staff, etc. at Games Workshop, and of course it's their house that we're guests in. So of course there's rules and regulations around health and safety and stuff. Absolute pleasure to fall in with all that, but they absolutely want us all to have a good time, and they say, you know, what can we do here? Can we do this? Here's an idea. Really good people.
Yeah. So, what about the raffle? Obviously, that's a big part of the fundraising, but also something people can get involved with next year.
Yeah. So it all started 2 years ago with a Tyranid Army raffle, and I hadn't even thought about raffling armies off. It was Tom or Vresh from Space Ducks who was running an army, a raffle army in, I'm going to say 2023, Space Ducks army, and that looked really good. I like that vibe. You know, that's a really nice idea. Let's raffle an army off. So the year after that, we did. So it was Slayer Miniatures painted a Tyranid army, and gosh, that was huge army. And then this year was a Red Scorpions army, which I was fortunate enough, because I like when people are raising money for good causes. I like it, I like helping.
Yeah.
Helping wherever I see it, I'm like, yeah, let's get on that wagon. So it was the Miniatures Apothecary account, and he was organising the Red Scorpions raffle, and I entered it and won it.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, okay, this is great. This is great because actually this Red Scorpions army has generated, I think they were raising money for Calm. I think a good cause, let's say. So I bought myself a whole bunch of tickets, and then accidentally and unfortunately won their army. It's like brilliant, as lovely as it is, and tempted to keep it as I am.
Yeah.
This army has generated funds for charity on its first round of selling tickets. Rally Point will put it back up for raffle again, this time for the mental health charity Mind. And we'll just, I'm not going to keep it. I'm just going to raffle it straight off.
Yeah, why not?
And so that was brilliant. It's a really nice painted army. It was won by a chap called Lamond Henderson. Okay. And Lamond lives all the way over in the States.
Oh, wow.
It cost me an awful lot of money to post it, but those are the breaks. Yeah. I think one of my friends said, "Gosh, Simon, you could have bought a ticket and hand delivered it for that. You'd have been exhausted, but you could have."
Yeah.
You've got to make sure the prize gets to the winner, though. You can't just go cheap. No. You can't go cross your fingers.
And it's got there in one piece, has it?
Yeah. Hardly touched the floor. It took about 3 days to get there. Wow. Yeah, it was like, yeah.
It must have cost you an arm and a leg to get it to the States in 3 days.
I'm not saying how much it cost. It cost a lot of money though, yeah. But yeah, so we've got that raffle raised about £2,500. I am halfway through putting all the individual donations from everybody that came to Rally Point. Yeah. We've broken our £12,000 target.
Nice.
Wow.
And I've got about £1,000. I think got about £1,000 of donations still to go to transfer. So I say transfer because what I do is I like to make the donation and put everyone's individual name. So everyone that's been to Rally Point can go to the Just Giving site, find Rally Point's page, scroll and go, there's me. It's like a roll of honour. Yeah. The cue music, you can scroll down and find your name. Yeah, that's the part I played. Because it might sound a bit trite, but I honestly do, hand on heart. I just bang my microphone. Bang! Hand on heart. Boom!
Listen to that.
Total amateur. But I do hand on heart stand by this. It does take 205 people to make a 205 person impact. Yeah. And every person that went there contributed to the fundraising in some way. It could be donating. We've had IP Insta. He did an offer with his 3D prints, and buy this squad, and every squad gets X amount of pounds towards the amount. We had Merlin's Miniatures, Sam Merlin's Miniatures. We did Miniatures for Mental Health with him, and with James from Gothic Garnish, and Charlton from Heavy Mental Health. We all got together there, and that added more than £1,000 towards the Rally Points total. So that total is going to be about £13,000. And that's our live total. So that's how much money we've raised, not just in 1 year, one Rally Point. That's since Rally Point began. So it's a living total that will build and build and build. I think it's more fun doing it that way, because eventually we're going to get to something like, some ridiculously huge, lovely figure like 50k or 100k. 40k would be a good
40k, as I say,
40k would be good, Let's do that. Right, let's try and do that. I'll get it up to 40k, and then on whatever year that is, we'll make it special somehow. But I'm talking about people a lot, because Rally Point events are about people. It's not about fundraising. That stops. And I've talked to some of the people that were at Rally Point, and they've asked me to sort of convey their story. I've asked them, what does it mean to you? And why is it important to you? There's been some lovely, heartwarming and heartbreaking posts put on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen some of them. All these people that I'm going to go through now, they've told me their stories through their experience from Rally Point. And I think, it's about them. And if it's okay with you, so that I don't do their story any injustice and miss any bits out, I've sort of made notes. That be okay if I just go through? Yeah. Okay, so I'll just bring this in. Take your glasses off, that's another thing about. So, the lovely Daz from Daz Moore, he said it was nice to be able to sort of show yourself at an event and show that you're not alone, and have conversations about mental fitness and mental health really easily. And he said he'd never, he wasn't coming for all sorts of reasons, but when he was there, he felt like his emotions and feelings were really valued, and that's lovely, because that's all the other people. We're talking about Daz, bless him, but we're also talking about all those people that interacted with Daz, contributed to him feeling sort of validated, valued, cared about, that it matters. And of course he matters. Everyone matters, but he didn't feel that way. And Rally Point Day helped him feel that way, which is great. So we got Kenneth from Norse Paints.
Love Norse.
Yeah, we love Norse.
Love him 100. And I'm hopefully spending New Year's Eve over in Norway with Norse. We're taking the family over there, so that'd be great. Fireworks in Norway, brilliant. But he was very nervous, and people might not think that about Norse. Well, he was very nervous about meeting the community. And he was actually nervous that was he going to be, his nervousness was he going to be accepted by the community as one of us, one of them? Which might sound unusual, but that's where he was. Because his nervousness was also, am I just a funny guy, or am I a hobbyist?
Yeah.
What do people perceive me as, he came there like you. He was a supporter, and he said to me, he was concerned he wouldn't be embraced, and potentially he was outside of the circle of the community, sort of looking in and entertaining us all, and I think this illustrates just how much weight can be on someone's shoulders that we're not aware of. We see Norse, great sense of humour, lovely guy, family person, very much into the hobby, and yet he's not picking up on any of he's not picking up on the vibes that we feel for him. So people just presume, you're fine, and all day, I'm reading his words here. All day he had conversations with people. He started a conversation at Rally Point where he had just left off with them days before over comments or Instagram messages, and he realised, of course, he's 100% part of the hobby and part of the community, as is everybody. But he was anxious that he wasn't, and Rally Point demonstrated that to him, and he said that is something he took home and will now last forever. His mind has switched to, I am part of that.
Yeah.
Which of course he is. I just mentioned him, and we all went, "Oh, we love him." He's one of those people, isn't he? So, and on a more, well, those are, I was going to say more serious, but it doesn't mean say Kenneth and Daz. Those aren't serious stories, but. I don't know if you saw a post by the lovely Kate, who from Kate Tries Warhammer. She wanted me to share her experience with Rally Point Day. She's, again, very much loved member of the community. I mentioned Merlin's Miniatures for Mental Health initiative, and she contributed to that, which was painting miniatures to then give to Merlin Miniatures to sell to raise money. So trigger warning: suicide. So if anyone wants to just fast forward 4 minutes or so, do that now. Kate has framed her Rally Point shirt and put it on the wall. And there's a post. If you go to Kate Tries Warhammer, you'll see the post. We collaborated with it on Rally Point, so you can find it there as well. But bless her, 6 weeks before Rally Point, she tried to kill herself. Someone found her in time, but she had decided that the world just would be a better place with her in it. She was having a very, very rough time. And she went into some pretty intense therapy following all that. She gathered the courage to sort of get out there, step outside, and come on the day. And as you can understand, 6 weeks before Rally Point Games and Minds Day, she had been to one of the worst places another human being can be, and back again. And she asked me. I had a conversation with Kate, and she said, "Yeah, it was a great decision to come," and she was so glad she did come. She said it was really inclusive. She felt really welcomed. Everybody was like happy to chat. Everyone was just laughing and genuinely nice. And she said spending time with those kind of people gave her the strength that she needed to take a step away from the intense therapy and go into kind of more traditional therapy, like lighter therapy, if you like. And the day just gave her a boost of optimism. And she said, and she wants everyone who was there to hear this. She said she can never be more thankful for that. And again, that's the 204 people that are there with Kate. Yeah. So that's the two of you. Yeah. That's everybody. The cosplayers, the Golden Demon painters, everybody. And she just wants people to know why she wanted me to tell this message here is she wanted everyone to know that you can find yourself in a dark place, but there is a day after that day, if you can make it. Yeah. If you can make it, and I'm going to use a word that Rich does Wargaming used. If you can stay. Yeah. I'll talk. I'll tell Richard's story as well, but just stay. It's important for everyone to know that a lot of us will get to that place in our lives, but just try and stay one more day. So there you go. Well, that was Kate's story. I was so I mean, honestly, I'm not even going to try and describe how that made me feel. Yeah. Because I won't be able to do it justice. Yeah. But just to know there's a fellow human being there, and the day just helped them turn. She was already turning a corner in the right direction, but it just helped her turn another corner in her journey to recovery. Kate, thank you for letting me share that story, because it's a very personal one. Right, I mentioned Rich does Wargaming. Just before we get to Rich, I'm going to mention the lovely Chris Peach. So, Chris, great person, great human being. He said, "Simon, what do you want me to do?" He's like turning up. He's like, "Come on, what do you want me to do?" And he's in Chris Peach mode. And I'm like, "No, mate, I don't want you to do anything. Just chill. Just don't be peachy. Don't be peachy tips today. Just be Chris. Yeah. Have a good time." And he's like, flipping heck, honest. Everyone else normally is asking me, do this, do that. Yeah. No. Just chill and be you. Have a day off. Yeah. And so, but I talked to Chris. He said it was really nice just to have some time to chill out with folks. No agenda, no constraints on his time. And he said people opened up. and he was having conversations with people, not just about his life, but about their life, and it just touches on what Daz Moore said. It makes you feel not alone.
Yeah,
because you're doing that, and let's rewind like right back. I said I want people to talk about the mental health and mental fitness really easily, and at Rally Point Day, it seems we've cracked it.
Yeah,
it's a safe place. He said, he met people who had similar challenges to him. Some people were still on a journey of healing. Some people had done that journey and come a long way. And he just found it really reassuring and humbling, which is really nice. Let's just finish off with one of my favourite human beings, which is Rich does wargaming.
Yeah, we like Rich.
Yeah,
he's super duper.
Big fans of Rich.
Yeah. So Richard had a hard time. He felt incredibly unwell, and he said it had been an uphill struggle in the months leading up to Rally Point Day. But he said generally just being there, seeing people come together, talking about mental health, breaking the taboos, genuinely helping each other. And he said he was with lots of people who inherently understood him. And I love this. I wish I'd thought of these words that Rich thought of. Fantastic words, Rich, if you're watching this. He said, if they didn't understand him, he was absolutely still accepted. That's powerful. If they didn't understand me, he said, I was 100% accepted. So there aren't many environments, are there, where human beings don't like things we don't understand.
No.
Our amygdala starts kicking off, our adrenaline starts kicking in. Threat assessment. But Richard said, if in his conversations, he absolutely just felt embraced, accepted. There was nothing he could say that was wrong. He had a really good sort of like spiritually nutritious day. And he said countless lived experiences and how the day helped. I think that's lovely. So that those sort of stories there, which all those people have given me their permission kindly to talk about those. That is you said what Rally Point Day is about.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That, but 205 people's worth.
Yeah.
So on to our next section, Dickie's favourite, because of the intro, which he's forgotten about again. Never done this with a live guest.
No, there we go.
You know,
hopefully Simon hates it as much as I do.
Yeah. Time for
let's see.
Sprue or false.
False.
Go with it. Saying about mental health, that's affecting mine.
So we say a statement, and you tell us whether you think it's
Sprue or false.
Hey, he's on board now.
It's only because I'm enjoying teasing.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
If he liked it, it wouldn't be as much fun.
Yeah.
I have to pretend I like it.
He knows.
Reverse psychology, mate.
So, Warhammer is more important than mental health.
That's a jaw dropper, isn't it?
Yeah,
straight. The Neil straight to false there, because without mental health, there is no Warhammer.
Yeah.
So say following what we've just discussed, and then you drop that one.
Yeah, boom. Yeah. Way to read the room.
Yeah, that's it really. False.
Pretty
no, I don't think anyone's going to argue that one.
No one's going to argue that, I don't think.
It's a good warmer-upper, though.
Yeah. If they do, they're wrong.
I mean, if someone is buying grey plastic to mask some sort of mental health issue, then,
There's a whole episode we could do one of these days in the future where we talk about not just Warhammer. We say Warhammer because they're the market leaders. The hobby, the miniature gaming hobby. We talk about all the benefits of it, but there are a load of pitfalls and harm and fear of missing out, and spending too much, competitiveness, obsessiveness, completionism, bankruptcy. There's a whole load of pitfalls in the hobby as well. So it's not. It's like everything. It's balance. It's not all good.
No, definitely.
Right, on to the next section. Another one of Dickie's favourites.
Simon's going to probably pick up on this as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's been primed.
Yeah.
I've got it now. I've got it. I know what to do.
Time for Paint Grey eBay.
Bang.
There's a space opening for a new co-host for this podcast. Right. Anyway.
Embrace it.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Swiftly on.
Ignoring you two.
Yeah. Just closed eBay.
Yes, yeah. Looking for the Lego Star Wars. This week's a bit of a Rogue Trader special because Simon said he's got a bit of nostalgia for that kind of period. So we've got a Space Marine, classic Space Marine, a Space Orc. They called Space Orcs.
Yeah, Space Orc.
In power armor, and a classic Imperial Guardsman. So I want to hand the phone down to Simon and let him decide.
I'll see. I've got him. I locked in. I don't have to see him.
Doesn't even have to see him. Look, he's done.
A glimpse, and that's it.
So which one's getting painted first?
Paint Grey and eBay. Oh, okay. Right. I'm going to do eBay first.
Oh, that is controversial.
Reverse. Why not?
Don't think you know me, because just when you think I'm going to zig, I'll zag.
Yeah. Living dangerously.
I'll eBay the Orc.
Oh,
okay.
Because if I keep that Orc, that'll be the start of a whole new Orc army, which I
don't need.
I just don't need another army in my life at the moment. There is a kit bashed Orc army in me dying to get out.
Okay.
Don't tempt it out.
So you're putting it on eBay because you want
to get rid of
it.
Yeah. Deep down, yeah. Because I've got So get out of my life.
Yeah.
Because
stop tempting. Don't tempt me from
it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It's difficult between the two because my first army, like so many others getting to 40k, was Ultramarines.
Yeah.
And even though it doesn't matter, that one there is painted Ultramarine colours. So, the Imperial Guard. I've got an Imperial Guard army, which does include some of the Rogue Trader miniatures. So, okay. But the Beaky Marine's going to look really small.
Yeah, compared to the new ones.
So I would keep the Beaky Marine's going to be my grey.
Okay.
Keep it, treasure it. Every time I look at it, trip down memory lane. But if I painted it up, it's never going to be on the tabletop because it's quite tiny in it against all the true scale Marines. Yeah. And so that would leave the Rogue Trader, Imperial Guard, which would be paint. I have a Imperial Guard regiment called the 7 Million Regiment, and that would, because human beings can normal human beings, they can be all different sizes. Space Marines can't. They've got about uniformity, haven't they?
Yeah.
So and I use some of those, which some people would look at and go, "That's not a Games Workshop miniature." Ooh, yeah, it is. It is. So
there we go.
There's some lovely memories down each of those 3 photographs there.
Go on then, Darren. You.
I would eBay the Orc.
Oh.
Even though I really enjoy painting green and red, really nice colours to paint. Not that I'd necessarily do those colours, but
that picture.
I'd eBay the Orc. Controversial for me.
Oh, I know what's coming.
Because I love Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
But I really want to paint that classic. After we did the 90s Space Marine, the Darren Latham challenge.
You want to give it another
I really
go.
enjoyed that. So I think I want to paint the Beaky Marine, which means I'm going to leave grey the Imperial Guardsman.
Well, there you go.
Sound rationale there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acceptable.
Yeah.
So I was like, no.
Well, I think I'm going to annoy everyone because I
shake it up.
Don't like any of them.
I'm
going to eBay all 3.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Because I have no attachment to Rogue Trader and I hate all those models.
Oh, but what are you actually going to do?
eBay all 3.
You can't eBay all 3.
Oh.
Which
Even
make
the
that's the hard thing. You've got to
Even
choose one to paint.
That's a good Orc.
They all look awful.
I love that. They all look awful.
I just don't get that nostalgia feel.
They are definitely sculpted of their time.
Oh yeah.
So, and I think that's what you're seeing, isn't it? You're seeing fashion of miniatures.
Yes.
The size, the proportions, and the manufacturing processes. That's these are centrifugal casted, so they're kind of flat. And that's probably a one-piece mini, the Orc I'm pointing at here. Sorry if everyone listening. The Orc is a one-piece miniature. If that's metal, that's probably one piece as well.
Yeah.
Whereas the Imperial Guard...
Come on, that's cool.
It's not cool.
Look at that.
I'm not being an arsehole.
That's been painted really well.
I'm not being an arsehole. I'm just seeing fashion of miniatures. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it.
It
is the fashion of miniatures, yeah.
I'm not an arsehole.
Whereas that was that was the first plastic sprue that Citadel made for the Imperial Guard range.
Okay, so I'll...
Like a metal body and plastic arms, that was.
I'll eBay the Marine because he's in Ultramarine colours.
Have we swayed you a little bit?
No.
Okay, cool. I like it. Stick to your guns.
I'll leave grey the Imperial Guardsman and I'll paint the Orc.
So we have swayed you a little bit.
No, I hate all three.
Oh, okay.
I'm being forced to choose by Darren, so there you go. There's my answer. Come at me.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for another episode, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Simon, for letting us invade his home.
Absolutely.
You're here at Valley Point headquarters.
Yeah,
that's it.
This is where the magic is all invented.
That's it. This is again just to quote zero. This is where the sausage is made.
Yeah.
To give that quote again, we like that one. But yeah, thanks Simon so much for your time and explaining kind of your history, the history of Rally Point, and kind of just give you a bit of a, as we do the sort of outro, give you a bit of the floor to say any other thanks or kind of tell us what's coming up.
Well, it would be remiss of me not to thank the people who make Rally Point possible, which is, I think we had a dozen people on the crew. I won't try and name you all. It would take too long. But also, without those people who are the cogs and gears making things happen as problems occur, solving them, it just wouldn't happen. And I'd also really want to tip my cap to Bobby from Red Eagle Studios, who gave me the idea of doing a Golden Demon workshop. So we had Bill, Dom and Martin that joined Bobby, and Dom is a Golden Demon sword winner, Bill Martin, high-ranking Golden Demon veterans, Bobby from Red Eagle Studio, marvelous painters, and they created a quiet space so you can come away from the intensity of the gaming hall, learn how to do stubble on your guardsmen, heat muzzle on the Indian melter guns, whatever it was, snow on your bases so it looked good, didn't look like not good. Not good.
Not good.
Insert single syllable word there. And they'd sit down, and that was just a lovely part of the day as well. So thank you to all the people who really do make Rally Point Games Day possible. Smash in.
Yeah. Good stuff, and we'll look forward to hopefully Rally Point 2026. Yeah,
26 is a busy day. I wish busy year for Rally Point. It'd be nice if it was just one day, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got, as I said, I've snuck in the sneaky news about very highly likely Warlord Bolt Action Day again in Nottingham somewhere in the spring. We've got more than one raffle army. We've got Dan from Heresies My Therapy doing a Custodes
we love that.
army. We've got a wine from I'm going to say 13 Brethren, X111 Brethren doing a Black Templars army. Tom from Resh, Sons of Resh, he might be doing a White Scars army. So there might be 3 armies. I've also got a lovely chap called Rob Cross, who's a sculptor. Again, lovely human being. Rally Point attracts lovely human beings.
And Darren.
and he did all our he sculpted all our trophies, the Valley Point trophies that we were giving out.
Yeah.
He's just a genius in creating 3D models. So there might be some bolt guns and las guns and things that appear down the road as well.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
really do owe my thanks to the people who volunteer their time, their skill, and just lovely people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for putting on a great day.
Brilliant.
Yeah, great. Well, we've got a few things coming up.
Yeah.
We are heading currently as we speak to the Arc World Weekender.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, thanks guys for listening to another great episode of the Sprue Goons podcast. And thanks, Simon, again.
Yeah, brilliant. Lovely.
Thank you both. Thank you.
Cheers.
See everybody.
Yeah, bye. 20 stormtroopers, that's nearly 2 units, and a Darth Vader. £12.